And while I'm out here in the garage, and thought I'd kind of show you kind of also what happened. Basically, kind of give you a timeline also. August 28th, 2020, I went over to my shop to mow the yard. It was a Friday, and I was on vacation, been on for a while, and so anyway, we were. I went over to mow, and when I put the mower back in, I noticed where you kind of see what's going on here in the shop. Basically, I could see the roof was sagging, and it had a couple of broken rafters that hadn't happened before, or joists, whatever it was. It doesn't matter. It was bad. So I called the roofing company, and that was, like I said, a Friday, the 28th, and they come out that afternoon. We got up on the roof and was looking around and doing some measurements, and you could see the sag in it. And he said, well, I'll get some numbers together. I said, okay. So the 29th and 30th, my wife and I were doing other things because, like I said, I was on vacation, so I didn't get back over there. So I went back over the 31st, and this is when that video starts. Is I I've got the BMW, the silver one is loaded up on the trailer. The blue one is sitting there running, and this has been a month and a half or so since the video. So since this all took place. So when you see my next section, you'll see what I'm talking about, what's going on. Okay, guys, over here at the shop, I wanted to give you the inside scoop. Can't get by here. You see I got trash in here everywhere. I told myself I wouldn't allow this to happen, but when I bought this shop, I know it's going to get dark. I knew it had a roof leak, and I've owned it for 4 years, and I'm finally able to put a roof on it. So I called the roof guy, and he came over, and as I was getting my ladder out, I noticed something. The thing is sagging in the center a lot more than it used to be. And then I looked over there, and I saw a really ugly low spot. So I got on a ladder and crawled up there and looked, and the rafters have actually come down, and the roof itself is about to come down. Hence my problem, because I have 9 cars in here, and some of them, well, most of them are undrivable. Let me walk back here. This is the one I started my YouTube channel with, and I have got 0 with it in the last probably year and a half. I really haven't done anything to it, and I really feel kind of crappy about that, because I knew he bought a new car, and he's not doing bad now, but I was really wanting to get this car done, and I do not know what to do. The mold took over because we had really wet spring. The mold took over everywhere. The bathroom is bad. The lights finally rotted off the ceiling and fell down. There's still moisture sitting. We are in bad shape here. So the roof guy has yet to give me a quote. It's been a couple of days. And so what we're doing is waiting for him. If it's going to be 25 to 30,000, I hate to say this, I think for 8 to 10,000, I could probably have the building tore down and start over again and put a $30,000 building up with the right size of doors and everything like that. So that's where I'm at. Everything has really come to a screeching halt, and the problem is I have so many cars, I don't know what to do with them. That's my 68 wagon. It's the 86 Ranger. It's an 80 El Camino. I don't even know that I put a video out on it. This is the 88 town car that I'm going to pull the motor out of for the Mustang, the 65. The Suburban's still over here. I just loaded up my 98, which now has more damage than it used to. And then I got my 97 running. That's the parts engine for this 98. This thing is clear full of mold because of the water. Everything is full of mold except the blue one. I actually cleaned it out here a while back. So it's over there charging the battery right now, and I'm probably going to move this truck out. I already got rid of the 2 Fords today. They're already gone. That 91 and that 86. So I'm going to move my pickup out, get the BMW out, put the pickup back in, and then drive the BMW home, the blue, and it's legal. And actually the wagon's legal, it just don't run. The Suburban runs, but it's not legal. So I may do something there, I don't know yet. So anyway, that's the plan for today. Hopefully this thing will fit in there. It may not allow me to. The El Camino is there. I don't know if I've got enough space to get the truck in here or not. It'll be tight. Ain't gonna hurt if I hit it. It's just, you know, rather not damage anything anymore. I got somebody possibly interested in the El Camino, the Ranger, as my father-in-law's. He's been gone for close to 20 years, been gone 18 years, and I hate to make it go away, but I'm never going to get on it. Motor comes out of this, it goes away. Suburban, motor comes out of it, goes away. Wagon, I'm going to put away until I can do something with it. So anyway, guys, I had somebody coming over who's interested in the Chevy parts I do have. I got a whole bunch of sheet metal back over there, and I got a lot of radiators and transmissions and just all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to start making stuff go away, and then we'll, you know, go from there. So I'll bring you back when I get this place a little bit more cleaned up, because what's going to happen if they're talking about pulling the whole roof, I guess I should get on that, which means all those metal tiles are really cool, have to come down. So that's something I'm going to have to deal with. So anyway, all right, I'll bring you back here in a little bit. All right, now this was actually, I believe it was the 2nd. I'd have to go back and look, but I believe this was the 2nd of September. It was raining that day really hard, and I was over picking the Lincoln up. I'd already got the Suburban out, the El Camino was out, of course the 2 BMWs were already out by then, and then it was raining. I was trying to load the Lincoln up, getting it started and driving on the trailer, and this is what I came into. It was just pouring rain through that sag, and it was actually now worse sagging than it was. So it's like, okay, I know I've got, you know, some obvious issues. So of course it was right over the Ranger. It was sitting there. So anyway, that was where this came in. Okay, well, I just got out of my car and come over to my shop, and the last video I showed you, you know, I told you that I was getting a roof put on it. I didn't like what I saw when I came around the corner. So, what do you think about that? You know what my biggest problem is? I didn't get my 68 wagon out. That's why I was coming over here earlier, to get the 68 wagon. And now I'm too late. I already called the city. They're coming over to disconnect the electric and the water and remove the supply to both. And it's cracked the walls really bad on the back side. This building basically is going to have to come down. So that's bad, and I can move stuff around enough to get the car out, but it's way listed to one side. It's got a lot of weight on it. I don't know if it's broke any glass out of it or not. I really can't get to it. I don't want to walk on the roof. This part's still kind of staying up, but you know, I think the only advantage of any of this happening, and I don't know how long it'll stay that way, but it's very fortunate so far. And it's going to be dark. You may or may not be able to see anything. But I don't know if you can see back there, but those are the screws. The washers are holding that back wall up where the boy's car is back there. And my compressor's back on this side and a few other things. So I think I see my ladder. There's my lawnmower. Kind of back right there. So I think I can move enough stuff out if this doesn't fall on me. So tomorrow or this afternoon, I'm going to come back and start digging all this stuff out, because all the Mustang parts are down there, rear end, front end parts, everything like that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not sure what else to do. I'm going to call the insurance company, but I really don't think they're going to do anything for me. But we're going to see. So anyway, this is what we got, what I'm going to have to deal with. So I know it hasn't got the car in the back yet. The problem is that I can't open that door from outside. I have to go all the way through to get to that door. And even then, I'm so concerned that by opening that door, I'm going to put more weight on the ceiling, because that's obviously where your garage door rolls up on these rails. I'm afraid I'm going to put so much weight back there that that's going to try to fall. So I'm going to literally have to try to get it unpinned, because I pinned it to where it couldn't open again, so nobody could break in the back and steal anything. And then I'll have to go around the other side and have some help and see if we can't get the door to open up. I don't know how far we can get it to open. If I can get it open far enough to get the car pulled out and get some of the parts and stuff out, that's the bad thing, is that there's all kinds of parts. You know, that car was stripped way down. So I don't know what I can and can't do, but anyway, this is what I'm going to deal with, and I'll bring you back and and kind of give you a play-by-play, or at least an idea of what's going to have to happen or what's happening, and we'll go from there. And then, as you've seen from the actual video, this is what it looked like when I walked in. These are the first pictures I took, and I didn't even have my camera. And you can see some vans parked over there because it's a city-owned parking lot next to it. And you see that big crack, and the wall was separating. It had a big list to the one side. And this is looking up there at the... I had to take some pictures for the insurance company, obviously. So I took some pictures of the lumber and stuff. You could see, I mean, there was obviously, you know, where the water was coming through. You know, that was obviously you know, that turned into a bad spot and was really, really fast, because the second is when I took the picture of the water coming in, and the third is when I got back over to the shop, and this is what it looked like. So this happened within, you know, less than 24 hours. This is, you know, this is basically what happened. And you can see by the lumber, it has black either tar or something on there to stop this from being a problem, and all the lumber itself looked really good. I mean, it wasn't like this thing was, you know, falling apart and stuff like that. So you know, it's just aggravating. But kind of going through there to see if I could see any pictures, but anything else I may have had, but no. So anyway, that's where you're going to see the rest of the you know, the rest of the video from there. Well, we started digging into this. I didn't bring you guys back because we have people here that don't want to be on camera. I don't blame them. I really don't want to be on camera. But anyway, we got her basically dug out. Got a little bit more to do. She's not listing near as bad to the one side. It was about 400 and, I don't know, 97 degrees yesterday while we were doing this out in the sun with no breeze. And today it's breezy and it's still 407 degrees. So what difference does it make, I guess? But we're making a dent. So I want to kind of show you that let me pick up my light I just threw on the ground. I don't remember what last video was, but we managed to clean this out back here. We can actually get a long way back. The problem is a brand new lawnmower, fuel tank smashed, tires busted off of it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, we kind of made it to where we can get back here now. And I dug out some stuff. Oh, I can't get the extension cord out, and unfortunately I got a good air hose there. It's stuck under some stuff. The wagon, I said, I don't know if I took any video of that. That's a wiring harness off of some LS. I just don't remember what it was off of. That's bad. I don't remember where it came from. Huh. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's the filing cabinet that's basically holding most of the roof up. And what's holding the rest of the roof up is that Ford Ranger. Unfortunately, she's not coming out of there. So I still got to dig this bumper out. It's pretty much smashed the suspension. Tires popped. The rear suspension is, I can't tell you, tell if that's it, but she's smashed the roof, got a lot of weight on top of it. So, you know, we're dealing with it one problem at a time. But with help with this wall here and the Ranger and that filing cabinet, we were actually able to, you know, so without electric, this is going to be bad. But I got to pull my heater. I got to pull all the lights I put up here a couple years ago. Got to come all down. We got to go in this room over here and load everything up. Then we're going to start piecing this car back together and put it on. Put the tire back on the back and get it off the stands. Put a battery in it. Put a couple of gallons of gas. I think she'll start. It's been a couple of years, so if it'll crank, it'll start. And but today we're going to get the wagon out. That's the plan. So that's where we're at. We've already made another load. So we're just, you know, it's hot. We're just doing what we can because I got help and I'm going to take advantage of it all I can. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, we are going to attempt to pull this car out. We've got off as much as we dare without, you know, possible damage. So my boy's going to try to get in this thing. The door opens.
It's not wide enough for me.
Wide, get past it. Don't let the roof fall on you.
Gotcha.
If you can climb through there, go ahead, but I don't know. No, you got to push the little button at the bottom. This is pre-you.
Oh, they finally got it.
All right, climb in through the window. Hey,
I'll cut it over.
yeah, see that thing you got your hand on? Remember that if you climb back out that way.
It's a process.
I don't think it would be user friendly. Anyway, guys, what we're gonna do is we're just tied chain on it because I can't get far enough back here with the trailer to make a straight shot, and I don't feel like moving all this crap that's on the floor out of the way. So we're just gonna pull it out. We got a lot of the weight off. There's still some, but at this point, if we cut any more, we're afraid that we're actually gonna compromise more, and we just don't want that to happen. So we're just gonna pull it out and see what happens. That's how we roll. It's already in neutral. All you gotta do is steer.
I'll stop.
Okay, I need words of wisdom from somebody standing here and then standing here. So you holler if he hollers. Does that make sense?
Okay, does that stop, right?
Left, right, stop, backwards, whatever.
All right.
What happened? Look at that. Beautiful.
How'd it go?
Smooth.
You heard it? Hey, look. All right, we're back. Thank you. Let's see. Watch out. I see a big crease in the roof, but I cannot believe that.
Get the back window sign.
Yeah, I knew. I could see that yesterday. I cannot believe this. The only dent I see is here and here. And a little one there. I can't believe that with all that weight that was on this thing. It's got a little bit right here. But wow, I cannot believe it didn't break a piece of glass or make it any worse. Now I understand, guys, I've done video on this car before. It is damaged, but the things you can't replace, the roof and this side glass, is almost impossible to find in decent enough shape. I cannot believe it didn't hurt it. Hurt it over there, any?
No. It's
Wow, I'm impressed. Well, let's go back and look at what's left. One smashed Ford Ranger. There's one fender off of David's car. Uh-oh, was that camera?
Yep.
It's actually a dummy camera. I don't want to get under here anymore. I got to. There's an extra tire. There's a fender that I probably ought to dig out for sheet metal purposes. There's a wiring harness I showed you before. Guess there was a top drawer out of this, but I cannot believe. Oh, those are the hood hinges for his car. Oh no! I laid them on top of that. Well, looks like I'll be hunting some hood hinges. Good grief. Boy, I didn't think about that, but what do you do, you know? Well, this will let us get a little bit more cut off of this, and we'll check the Ranger, because like I said, I know it's got some transmissions in it I'd like to keep. So we'll dig through there and see what we can do. But as of right now, oh yeah, once you, when we come out of here right now, something moved. So I'm a lot happier than what I thought I was going to be. So good deal. All right, guys, I'll bring you back here in a little bit. Well, for the first time in about 3 years, there's nothing back here. And yes, we cut the door open just like I said I was going to do. I just didn't see a way around it because it wouldn't open because of the way the roof's so damaged. See if you can see up in here. Got wasp everywhere. I don't know if you're going to be able to see up in there. Probably not, because I can't see anyway. But where those things 90, the rails, everything is just bent, you know, bad. But anyway, unfortunately, I would love to take all these stupid fours down and this insulation. We are going to take the lights. And I'm gonna take the heater down, and I think it's the last of stuff in here to take down. Left my ladder. We got to get these inner fenders out, load them in the truck. But so this is probably the last time we're going to video anything over here in the shop, and just let you know how bad it looked. I know it's dark. There's actually a 5-ton AC and a heating unit, 100,000 BTU. A couple of tables back there. These filing cabinets have actually kind of been a help to hold everything up. It's an old refrigerator. This is where the compressor was. It's actually laying out there. We're going to come back and get it after we unload the trailer. But basically everything else, I need to make sure there's nothing back here on those shelves, but I don't think there is. Nope. Anyway, I can't get the lawnmower out, so they're going to have to, if I get anything out of this at all, I want to add it to it, because it was a pretty new mower, and yeah, the way it works. So, all right, well, we're going to get out of here. Probably the last time you're going to see this place. So bring you back next time.